ADHD, aka Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, is a common condition affecting millions worldwide. It makes it hard to get focus on things you'd like to do instead of getting distracted by more minor things you'd wish to ignore. It could be like focusing on my voice while other surrounding sights and sounds start to drown me out. While the exact cause of ADHD is debated, a widely used assumption is that the lack of dopamine or norepinephrine stimulating receiving neurons in your brain causes a lack of focus or attention. Dopamine is a hormone associated with motivation, pleasure, satisfaction, and the overall feeling of reward. Norepinephrine is associated with learning, alertness, and memory. So dysfunction in releasing these neurotransmitters is thought to make your mind constantly seek stimulation elsewhere, thus causing distractibility and restlessness. Music stimulates dopamine in the brain. When you hear a song you like, it fires off all sorts of signals and neurotransmitters, like adrenaline for more shrill, high-pitched sounds, and serotonin for more upbeat tunes. That's why background music in movies is really effective in conveying certain emotions, and why it's easier to study or relax hearing a certain melody. This is a neuron. When stimulated, an electric pulse travels down its axon into the nerve terminal, triggering a neurotransmitter release that causes certain emotions. It pumps them out of the presynaptic terminal into the synaptic cleft before bonding with the postsynaptic terminal receptors, transmitting information to that neuron, helping regulate this lack of dopamine production in the brain and increasing stimulation in the hyperactive mind, which sounds counterintuitive, but can actually be a very beneficial tool in controlling your attention where you want it. Two common medications prescribed are Ritalin or Adderall. Stimulants used for ADHD are drugs that increase brain activity. Usually to stop overstimulation, they're transported back into the presynaptic terminals through proteins. Ritalin blocks the transport sites to keep the neurotransmitters in and active longer. Meanwhile, Adderall focuses more on pushing dopamine out of its storage site in the presynaptic terminal. Meth, which is closely related to amphetamine, does both, blocking pathways and pushing out more dopamine, causing intense addictive euphoria. ADHD is a real thing. It's not the result of bad parenting. It's fairly common and nothing to be ashamed of.